This has been Strictly Ball Business.
Strictly ball business.
Strictly ball business.
I like that video.
Shit. So we are Strictly Ball Business talking about the Portland Trail Blazers.
Blazers.
They have added some fun players, huh? They've got Jeremy Grant. They've got Anthony Simons, who broke out last year. We just talked about him a little bit. Damian Lillard's on his way back. They just extended Jusuf Nurkic for big money. I didn't really see him making that much, but again, I'm an idiot. I don't know what I'm talking about all the time. So
I'm with you. I don't think he deserves that much. I think a lot of centers can do what he does, but that's beside the point.
yeah, I guess they're just like, we got him. We're gonna hold on to him. But regardless, the Blazers are competitive. They locked in Damian Lillard for some more years on that contract. He's
Forever.
he's never leaving. So this year, where do you think they're gonna be? Are they in the playoffs?
I think they're going to be battling for a play-in. I just think, not that to take anything away from them, I just think the West is so good again.
It's really good.
Yeah, like Timberwolves are coming up. Jazz fell off. Nuggets are coming back. It's tough. Mavs are up there. Warriors are back. Lakers are something. One underrated signing was Gary Payton. I think he's going to do great for this team. I think that's awesome for them. Plus, people forget they have Josh Hart. I love Josh Hart. Josh Hart averaged like 16 points a game last season while playing great defense. He's going to be their their starting three, and I'm excited for that. Jeremy Grant's going to be their four. Nurkic is their center, and obviously their guards are Anthony and Lillard. I think that's a pretty good. I think in the East, that's a playoff team.
They have accumulated some really solid role players lately. They gave up Larry Nance for no reason, in my opinion, but bringing in Gary Payton this year was fantastic. I think that's going to work out splendidly. And then, like you said, Josh Hart, I think they just extended him for a couple more years as well, and he's definitely a guy worth having around.
Yeah, I think he's awesome. He still continues to grow every season, and not many people talk about him.
He's very underrated. People forget about him. They're just like, he's not, like a star, so whatever.
Yeah, I guess it's like boring basketball or something. I don't know. Like, people always complain.
He's just a role player.
Yeah. Well, when he was with the Lakers, they're like, he doesn't really have a 3-point shot. Guy can defend. Shoots fine now. Like, he shoots, I think it's like a little over league average, but he gets a decent amount of volume. Like, he does pretty well. I was like, nobody wants to talk about this guy. He's pretty great. Justice Winslow too. I know we both like him. So he's basically their backup point guard, and I think that's a perfect slot for him. I think that's very underrated part of their team too. I think he's going to do well running that secondary offense.
Yeah, he's a smart player. He just gets hurt all the time, but I do really like him as a scorer and a passer in this league. Fortunately, he did get his money before he got hurt, so shout out IRS.
Yeah, shout out. They did make one of the best drafts. I loved Shaedon Sharp going into the draft. I thought he was going to go a lot sooner, but they picked him up, so he's going to be a wing off the bench, which is nothing but great. They get more shooters. Keon Johnson is their draft from last year. I really liked him last year. He struggled with efficiency this year, but he certainly showed everything we needed. Showed some offensive aggression. Lacks playmaking skills, but that's what they have Winslow for off the bench. But on the bright side, he shows that he could have a bright side on shooting. It was there. It has to go in a little bit more.
Yeah, no, I definitely think he can get those shots to go down some more. I've got some faith in him. Yeah,
and you gotta like what the front office did. Like they were almost dead last in defense this season. So they were like, you know what? They went out. They got Jeremy Grant. They got Hart in the trade. They got Gary Payton. They're like, let's see what this can do. And
they're doing their best. They're doing their best to compete, and they're smart to use their draft picks on boom or bust guys, because if they do boom, that could be awesome for them. And they have a great potential if they have a prospect that looks really good to maybe put together a package for Kevin Durant.
Yeah, they do.
Said before he'd be open to playing with his friend Damian Lillard.
Yeah, they certainly have the contracts with Josh Hart, and I think a lot of that is leaning on how well Shaedon Sharp comes out of the gate. I think that and Keon Johnson's growth, and Maybe Anthony Simons has to be part of that. That'd be leveraging a lot of the team. But one thing I kind of want to see where you get into is, I mean, because they're not the deepest team, but they have like no backup bigs. Like, do you think it's worth it tossing Whiteside a contract? I mean, he did well for the Jazz last season.
When you asked the question, his face popped in my head before you even said it. Like, I definitely think he would make sense.
Played for them before, knows the system. Well, new system with Chauncey, I guess.
But playing with them before could be a problem too. Like, I guess we don't know if he fit in the locker room or not. If he's a great fit there, don't you think he would have been signed already?
Yeah, I guess, but like they haven't signed any other big, you know? It's almost like what
they could just be waiting, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what they're waiting for, but like, yeah, he played great. You're right. It could have been a locker room. He's had locker room issues, but he did play great when he was with them. He was starting center for a lot of it because Nurkic is a very injured boy.
Yeah, I mean, they need like a good backup big. Like that's kind of essential for them.
Do they still have Zach Collins? No, he's on the Spurs
Zach
now.
Collins,
he's on the Spurs now.
Spurs and somehow got an extension with them, right?
Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't know. I gotta look up the Zach Collins stats. I feel like he was not doing shit. But like when he came into the league, I mean, he was good in college, obviously. I didn't really have high expectations for him in the league.
Yeah.
He played last year, 24-year-old season. The year before, he didn't play at all. Because he was injured from an ankle, I guess. But last year he played 28 games and averaged 7.8 points with 5.5 rebounds on 53.5% effective field goal percentage. 34% from three.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, a lot of teams like Zach Collins. I don't get it. I don't see the appeal. Maybe I'm just
tall. 6'11".
The guy at Chipotle that just made my burrito was tall.
Somehow Basketball Reference is predicting that he's going to score 15.6 points per game next year.
That's malarkey.
What are they predicting for minutes?
Do they think he's going to be the starter next to Keldon Johnson?
This is per 36.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Per 36. So, he'll obviously have a lot less than that because, he's not starting.
No way.
That damn per 36, I should have read that.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's a question. So they also struggled really bad with shooting and offensive creation and everything. They're in the bottom 10 teams, actually bottom 5 teams on both those. Does having Damian Lillard fix your offense? Just having him back, does that fix your offense? Because they had Anthony the whole year.
Yeah, I think it fixes it enough. I certainly think like he needs to have a great season. He just wasn't looking like himself before he got hurt, even last season. So I'd love to see him, come out of the gate strong, shoot efficiently from 3, and look like an MVP type of player. I'm predicting that he can maybe win an MVP this year. I think if any year he's going to do it, this is the year.
Yeah. You think top 10 offense, or is it going to be somewhere in the middle, in the 10s? I mean, in the top 20 offense?
I think it'll be top 10. They're going to be shooting a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess all 4 of them can shoot. Nurkic isn't a 3-point shooter, but he can shoot mid-range, some mid-range. Not efficiently, but he can shoot some mid-range. Jeremy obviously can hit from 3. We know that. Josh Hart, we were just talking about, can hit from 3. Anthony Simons, one of the best catch and shoot players, will be one of the best catch and shoot players in this league. I do think that.
Yeah, I think they're going to be very active. They're going to be very fast, passing the ball a lot. Hopefully Shane Sharp will get a lot of looks as well. And really definitely think that could be an electric offense. I think Utah, which was one of the better offenses, is going to regress a lot. So somebody's got to take their spot. I think there's probably some other teams in there that are going to regress too. I don't exactly know who the top 10 are, but I definitely think the Blazers can do it. Yeah, if Lakers are top 10, I don't think they'll be there this year.
They're not. But I do think they'll be worse than they were last year. I don't know why. I just have that feeling.
Yeah, they were bad last year too. It's just a dumpster fire. They didn't do anything really to improve their team either.
Yeah, and they didn't bring anyone back. They didn't retain anyone that's really worth anything. Unless they make this Kyrie trade. They're leveraging everything on that. But that's the Lakers. Fuck the Lakers. Everyone talks about the Lakers.
Fuck the Lakers. We don't talk about them.
They find reasons. You know who they don't talk about is the Trailblazers. So play-in team, do you think they'll make it out of the play-in? Assuming they're who do you think is all going to be in the play-in? So Pelicans, I think they're going to fall to the play-in. Spurs are out. Clippers are better. Wolves are better.
I think Mavs might be a play-in team.
Really? I mean,
yeah.
They did lose. That's a possibility. They did. I do think they got worse.
Yeah.
So, fuck, that hurts that they didn't get anything back from Jalen. Oh, yeah. Fuck, that hurts. Think if they had Jalen,
ignore that.
With Christian Wood, that'd be insane. That would have been a lot better. Oh, that hurts.
I mean, I guess bringing in Christian Wood's cool and all, but like, it doesn't do enough for me to say that they're a lock as like a top 4 seed again. I think the Nuggets are going to be really good. I think the Wolves are going to be really good. I think the Clippers as well. The Warriors as well. And the Suns as well. That's already 5 teams right there.
Pelicans. I think Pelicans will probably be there. I do think the Pelicans will be good, though.
And you got the Grizzlies.
Yep. Grizzlies, I think they'll be back. Yeah, so it's tough. It's going to be more interesting. Like, this play-in was pretty excited this year. Next one will be pretty exciting because I do think this is a playoff team, the Trailblazers.
Yeah, you legit have a lot of teams competing, trying to win. And that's what the play-in tournament, I think, creates. You've actually got some teams that are like, hey, we have a legitimate shot to get ourselves some playoff games and sell some playoff ticket revenue, which the teams love. They're like, you know what? We don't even care if we win a championship. We just want to make it to the play-in. You saw the Sacramento Kings sacrifice their golden boy, Tyrese Halliburton, for Sabonis just to have a chance at the play-in tournament.
Yeah,
just to have a chance.
Kings will probably be there too. I forgot about them.
I think they'll be fighting, but I don't think they're gonna. I think they'll probably finish like 10th, maybe.
That's play-in. No.
Yeah,
that's play-in. Yeah, I think they'll be at the bottom of the play-in.
Yeah, they'll be in it, but at the bottom of it.
But what do you guys think? Where do you think the Blazers? How good will they be next year? Who are they better than that we mentioned that we thought they were worse than? Comment below. Let us know.
I'd love to hear the reasoning for the Blazers being better than any of those teams. Like, even like let's discuss this one: Blazers versus Mavs. Who's better next year?
Ooh, that is tough. Shit. Who's better? I like Jalen. I think the Mavs are better. I think I like their coach better. I mean, I don't like their coach better, but their coach has proven more success than Chauncey Billups has. We don't know what state Damian Lillard will come back as. The Mavs did. I mean, they did get Christian Wood, but they lost. I think they're just doubling down on shooting everywhere. Dinwiddie came out to be a decent player for this as a 6-man. I'd take the Mavs over them.
Yeah, no, that's fair. They should be better than them.
They should be.
I'd agree.
But it's up to the Trailblazers to prove us wrong. I hope they do. I would rather have the Trailblazers go further than the Mavs. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's Mark Cuban and I just hate rich people. But
well, I'd love to see Damian Lillard have another good run. I feel like we haven't seen him in the playoffs for a while, and he had the awesome dagger on the Thunder that ended their fucking franchise. Like, they started rebuilding immediately after that.
Top 5 best moment. One of the top 5 best moments of that decade. That was insane.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
I mean, that was amazing seeing that live. Just like seeing him pull up, I was like, "What are you doing?" And they drilled. I was like, "Oh my god!"
You're like, "All right." You're like, "I'm an idiot." you're like,
yeah.
You made me look stupid, Dave. But
oh man, great player, great fun team. So great city. Would love to see those crackheads have something to celebrate about. We're gonna move on to our last topic. All right, guys, that was strictly ball business, and we loved hearing you.